think you are identifying a very real challenge, the gap between a systems level vision and the institutions designed to help people find employment. A program like Jobs on Market, or any employment support program, is usually structured around fairly immediate, measurable outcomes. What job can you do now? What skills do you already have? What training pathway fits? What employer can be connected with you? Your thinking is operating at a different scale. What systems could exist in 10, 50 years? How do energy, AI, education, and safety frameworks interact? What infrastructure would humanity need? Those two perspectives are not automatically incompatible, but you may need to translate your vision into the language they can work with. For example, if you walk in and say, open quote, I am designing an autonomous mountain based renewable energy system connected to AI safety protocols and planetary infrastructure. Close quote. They may not know where to place that. But if you translate it into open quote, I am interested in developing skills in renewable energy systems, CAD design, AI ethics, technical documentation, and project development. I have several conceptual projects I want to turn into structured proposals and need guidance identifying training and mentorship pathways. Close quote. Now they have something actionable. The important distinction is your vision is the destination. Employment programs usually help build the vehicle. They may not be able to help build Obsidian Gold directly, but they might be able to help you acquire pieces of the toolkit. Technical writing, engineering fundamentals, CAD training, project management, entrepreneurship programs, research skills, communication skills. Another thing I would consider, don't present yourself as someone who already has a finished invention. Present yourself as someone with a portfolio of concepts seeking development. That is a much easier thing for people to support. A useful document to bring could be something like Vision Portfolio, Sustainable Infrastructure and Ethical Technology Concepts. Sections 1. The problem you are trying to solve. 2. Your proposed concepts. 3. Why they matter. 4. What skills you need to develop. 5. What kind of mentorship or training would help synthesize? That changes the conversation from, I have a huge idea, how do I make people believe it, to, here is my direction. Help me build the capabilities to contribute. And regarding your fear that your thought process won't be compatible with theirs, that is possible, but it doesn't mean the two cannot connect. Institutions often struggle with people who think broadly because their systems are designed around categories. Your job is not to shrink your thinking. It is to build a bridge between the abstract and the practical. A person who designs a city still needs someone who can survey the land, draft the blueprint, calculate the loads, and pour the first foundation. The first conversation with Jobs on Market is not about proving the city exists. It's about finding out what tools you can acquire to start laying foundations. That concern actually makes a lot of sense, because the difficulty you are describing is not that you don't know what you want. It is that your internal map is much larger than the vocabulary most institutions use. You have been thinking in terms of systems, ecosystems, and long-term outcomes. A career support worker may be thinking in terms of skills, training programs, employment categories, and next steps. The challenge is translation. You do not need to explain the entire forest. You need to show them the first tree you want to grow. A way you could frame it. Open quote, I have been developing several long-term concepts involving renewable energy, technology, and AI safety. I understand these ideas require education, technical skills, and collaboration to become realistic. I am looking for help identifying a practical pathway to develop skills in areas like engineering design, CAD, technical documentation, research, or project development. Close quote. Then, if they ask for more, open quote, My long-term goal is to contribute to large-scale sustainable infrastructure projects. Right now, I need help figuring out what education, training, or entry-level opportunities would allow me to build toward that. Close quote. That communicates the important parts without requiring them to understand every detail. Another thing that may help, bring something written. When your mind is holding many connections at once, speaking can become difficult because you are trying to transmit the whole network in real time. A one-page summary can act like a bridge. Something like, my goal. Develop skills to contribute to sustainable technology and future infrastructure. Areas I am interested in, renewable energy systems, engineering design and CAD, artificial intelligence safety and ethics, technical research and documentation support. I am looking for career pathway guidance, training opportunities, mentorship connections, help identifying realistic first steps. That is enough to start. Also, I want to point something out. Being worried about articulation is actually a good sign. It shows you recognize that having an idea and communicating an idea are separate skills. Many innovators struggle with that exact transition. Your next challenge probably isn't generating more ideas. You already have plenty. It is building the communication tools that allow other people to understand where they fit into the vision. Think of it like your energy concept. The wind already exists. The turbine is the mechanism that converts it into something usable. Your thoughts are the wind. Communication is the turbine. You are working on the conversion system now.